Hi there. I'm Dr. Holly Bailey Hoffman, or Dr. Hoffman for short, and I want to welcome you to English 420. This is a research methods class for your dental hygiene bachelor's degree program. I know we have some folks in the current cohort, and we have some folks that are completion students, and hopefully you'll get to meet each other in the group project. Our class is in the beginning about learning about research methods, right? Just what is research, what is science, how do the two intersect, how can we do effective primary research when we're really used to doing secondary research, which is like looking up articles and studies already produced. Our focus will be on developing those skills to culminate in a primary research project, which you will complete yourselves. Now, in some of your other classes, you also talk about research methods and you do some secondary research. So you may be able to use a topic from your previous class, and that's great. But in this class, you'll really have to operationalize it into something that produces data. And most students do that by creating surveys because doing interviews is time consuming. So what you'll do is in the beginning of this class, you'll do mostly individual learning. You'll demonstrate your skills in terms of definitions of different research methods and so forth. You'll get your feet wet with a literature review. You'll take a look at the existing scholarship around the topic that you are interested in investigating for your primary research project. Everyone will do your own individual lit review so that you have that experience in case you decide to go to grad school. Really, this whole class is about prepping you for future study if needed. And you will collaborate going forward on aspects of a project. Basically, you'll shop around, see what other topics people have come up with, who has found some promising secondary research, and then you'll have the option to merge into groups with each other, choose one topic, expand that person's bibliography, and work it into a primary research project, which is going to contain an introduction, containing the lit review, a methods section, a section where you share your data, and then where you discuss and reflect on that data that you've collected. So ultimately, it's a pretty straightforward class. If you have any questions, let me know. Please contact me in Canvas. I check it all week long. I've also provided a number where you can text me quick clarifying questions. Like, for example, if there's a dead link for some reason, the internet is changing all the time. So if like one of the videos that I provided for you isn't working, send me a text and I'll try to get back right away. What else? Start in the orientation. I have a whole bunch of information for you in there about the course and about our campus resources. And then you're going to work your way through the modules, and it's required to view every page in a module in order to be able to complete that week's coursework. Each week we'll have a discussion. Sometimes it'll be an individual response, and sometimes just someone in your group when we get to the sort of the second half of the semester after spring break. You can complete some of your discussion prompts as groups, and certainly you will submit your final write-up for your primary research project as a group. You can either put all your names on it, or you can put each person's name on their part, on their contribution in terms of the written work. Ideally, you'll share the aspects of the research together. Now, you don't have to figure all of this out. I'm going to work you through the research project week by week. So as I said in the beginning of the course, we just learn the intricacies of research methods, some stuff probably you already know. Different folks have different levels of preparation based on what they required you to do in your English classes or whatever. So I try to fill in all the gaps. And then together we'll walk forward, and I've scaffolded the project into a series of deadlines for you. And each week I'll have the content that you need to do, to do that thing. So for example, when it's time to write up your data, I'm going to have modules showing you exactly how to do that with sample sentences, sample phrases, and also sample research papers from students before you and from professional scholars. So don't be afraid. It's my job to work you through this, and I've watched students have a really interesting experience. Like at first, everyone dreads the project. Oh no, what is this? And then they slowly get intrigued and they're really excited to see the data that they collect. It's very gratifying to declare a hypothesis and then go collect data and see, how that reflects back on your hypothesis, if you've proved it or not. And if you don't prove it, or if the results are inconclusive, that tells us something too. So I'm really glad you're here. I hope that you'll feel comfortable and safe here, and learn some things that you'll carry with you the rest of your life, whether you go on to a grad program or whether you go right into the industry and right into work. Of course, some of you are already working now in dental hygiene. Welcome. See you online.